According to a study from social science and medicine, doctors and other healthcare providers tend to see Black patients as less likely to take responsibility for their health, less likely to follow treatment recommendations, and less likely to get better.
As a Black man, I wasn't segregated at Coney Hospital, but they did put me in a point of racism. A lot of white people were taken first before I was, and I was there waiting for hours. I think 6 hours, 7 hours maybe.
According to an October 2015 report published by the American Medical Association, on average, white Americans spent 80 minutes waiting for or receiving care, while Black Americans spent 99 minutes and Latinos spent 105 minutes waiting for the same care.
Because we're minorities, regardless of who we are and what titles or careers do we have, they treat you very different, very different.
I went door to door, getting my neighbors to sign a petition which we would then present to the landlord. Angel and Sylvia don't know how to write, but they wanted to sign the petition anyway, so they used an axe. It was hard to track down the landlord, Simon Rubinoff, since he worked out of an office that sells air conditioning, but we went in anyway. Excuse me. We would like to speak to Simon.
Simon's not in.
He's not in.
No. Se fue, creo que se ve todo.
Isaac in? Virtual. Do you know who we might talk to?
What is it about?
We have a petition from some of the tenants, and it states that the tenants of 2371 2nd Avenue have been living in rat-infested apartments without hot water and demand that these and other 95 violations be corrected immediately. If there's nothing done to change these conditions, we will withhold the rent starting October 1st.
Just as personal experiences with the police seem to repeat the past, the long-standing clash seems to demand the role of public protest.
Sheriff Glenn Smith! The official overseeing the investigation! Into Sandra Bland's murder! Was fired from a previous department!
As they took to the streets, the rally leader was arrested. Though we couldn't confirm the charge, another protester stated that the same leader was arrested the week before in a similar fashion for jaywalking.
Women's feeling like they were unsafe would spend more money on cabs. Moms with young kids not being able to travel easily with their children by themselves, they would spend more money on cabs. But there's a lot more low-income people that don't necessarily have that option.
The Americans with Disability Act of 1990 guaranteed equal rights and accessible public transportations for people with disabilities. 3 decades later, only 23% of the city subway stations have elevators.
The MTA has been doing this for a long time. They've really been putting people with disabilities, mothers with strollers, they've been putting us on the back burner for too long. It's time that we stand up and make something happen. Show the MTA, you are for the people, you work for the people, and you have to give the people what they want.
According to the Community Service Society, in the first 3 months of 2017, 90% of people arrested for jumping the turnstile were Black or Hispanic.
For whatever reason, we decided that we weren't going to pay. And as we sort of come around and come out, 2 cops come right up to us and nab us. And we talked to them, and I think they saw how sort of depleted we were and sad that they ended up letting us go, which was really nice because it's like a $70 fine, I think.
How are you trying to tell our brothers and sisters you're going to pay more when you're not getting what you should have right now? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense in any aspect.
On December 10, 2018, the MTA held another public hearing in Brooklyn.
Growing up, I never paid attention to the MTA and what they did. Money wasn't a worry to me because I didn't have to pay the fare. Since I've been alive, which is not that long, the fare has been raised 4 times. As I started having more knowledge over the years, I noticed how the raise was affecting not only my mom as a single parent, but also everybody struggling with money. You say that the fare increase will improve the service, but watch nothing change, and in a couple of years you'll be asking for more money. You guys probably don't care about what a 16-year-old has to say or any young person, and you aren't worried about what the people have to say because regardless of the hearing, you'll still raise prices. And all of you will never understand the struggle that we go through as students and workers on the MTA buses and trains. Some people lose their jobs, and students lose class time because of the delays, but we don't get that time back. I doubt that you use the MTA service yourselves because these issues would have been already resolved a long time ago. Start with the train service signals and elevator access for disabled people. Get your stuff together and show us that you're going to use our money to better the crappy service that we get. Get your stuff together and show us that you're going to use our money to better the crappy service that we get.
Las personas ahí del MTA se notaba que a ellos no le importaba nada que decían la gente porque usted los podían ver en el teléfono.
At the speech, the MTA board members weren't really paying attention. They were on their electronic devices. I can tell that they're not going to change anything. And even though they did the hearing, I feel like they're still going to raise the prices or do whatever they want.
They just stop us out of nowhere. We could be walking as a group and they'll stop us out of nowhere. And we'll be like, you know, what happened, what we did? Oh, we heard some suspicious thing in the neighborhood, and it'll be out of nowhere. Like, we didn't even know what the problem was, but we'll all go down, we'll all get frisked. No matter what, if you'll have a bag of weed on him, we'll all have something small and minor that we can all get tickets for, we'll all go down. And we all gotta go through the process. And it's like, it's a memorable moment for us. Like, we remember that the most because, like, they put us down. When we were already down, we're not even doing nothing. No respect.
I woke up my building, they stopped me and checked me.
Can you tell me why would they stop you?
Because I walked out my building. I fit the description. You in the black hood, everybody in there is black. I fit the description, I'm black.
Now, the argument is, let's go with blacks to start out with. The argument is they're stopped at a higher rate than they exist in the population. A lot of people say that, and they say that alone means the police department is racist. That's ridiculous. The police department is the most diverse police department in the entire world. It's the best trained police department in the entire world.
They come at you in a nasty way most of the time. Some of them don't care how they talk to you. They just say what they want to say and talk. And then if you respond, they be like, you can't talk to me like that. But they say they talk that way to you. Like you got to bow down all the time.
I've never been stopped. I mean, I've gotten tickets before, you know, stuff like that. But I've never been stopped other than that, really.
They know I don't do nothing. I come on my building, the cameras there, they see me every day. I go in, I go out, the cameras is there. I come on my building and they be like, yo, come here. It's to the point where they know me by my name. Yo, come here. What you got on you? I got on me the same thing I got on me when I went in there. Nothing.